Welcome to the Forgotten Picture channel. Be sure to subscribe to the channel so you don't miss more videos like this one. At the turn of the 20th century in rural Virginia, brothers George and Willie Muse were born black with albinism, a trait that made them stand out in a society unprepared to understand them. In 1899, the young boys were abducted and taken far from their mother, Harriet Muse. They were forced into traveling sideshows, displayed as mysterious beings and falsely advertised under fabricated names like Eco and Eco, the Martian ambassadors. Their unusual appearance drew crowds, while behind the scenes the brothers endured years of manipulation, exploitation, and relentless touring. Yet they developed remarkable musical skill and a quiet resilience that kept them going. After a long search, Harriet finally located her sons, sparking a public battle for their freedom and their return home. Born in Poland in 1890, Lionel became known around the world as the lion-faced man, a title inspired by his rare condition, hypertrichosis. The thick, flowing hair that covered his face and body gave him a striking, lion-like appearance, one that both amazed and intrigued audiences of his time. At only 4 years old, Lionel was taken in by a German circus owner who recognized how unusual his appearance was. What began as a curiosity soon transformed into a remarkable career. Lionel quickly rose to fame in sideshows and traveling exhibitions, where people were captivated not only by his fierce look, but also by his gentle nature and calm confidence. As he matured, Lionel used the stage to share his story, explaining how his condition shaped his life and led him into the world of performance. He didn't rely solely on his appearance. He trained rigorously and impressed crowds with acrobatics and feats of strength, proving he was a talented entertainer in his own right. Performing with major circuses, including the prestigious Barnum and Bailey, Lionel traveled throughout Europe and America. Fluent in several languages and known for his warm personality, he challenged society's ideas of beauty and became an unforgettable figure in show history. Born in 1889 in Syracuse, Sicily, Frank Lentini entered the world with a rare congenital condition, an additional leg attached to his right side. Rather than allowing this difference to limit him, Lentini grew determined to shape his own path. When his family immigrated to Connecticut, he discovered the American circus world, a place where unusual talents could shine. By his early teens, Lentini became a celebrated performer, drawing crowds who were fascinated not just by his appearance, but by his confidence and charm. He showcased remarkable abilities, from rope jumping to kicking footballs with his extra limb, turning curiosity into admiration. On stage, Lentini often spoke about his childhood, the challenges he faced, and the dignity he learned to claim for himself. Through humor, skill, and honesty, Frank Lentini transformed what many saw as a limitation into a life of purpose, respect, and lasting legacy. Lavi Valet, known on stage as Charman, emerged as one of the most remarkable trapeze artists of the early 20th century. Born in 1875, she entered the circus world at a time when women were rarely seen performing feats of strength. Charman quickly transformed expectations. Her acts combined agility, courage, and powerful athleticism, earning her widespread attention in major theaters and traveling shows. One of her most talked-about performances involved bold acrobatics high above the crowd, pushing the boundaries of what was considered acceptable for women on stage. Through her strength and showmanship, she challenged long-standing gender norms and opened doors for future female performers. Today, Charman is remembered as a trailblazer, an artist who used skill and bravery to reshape the circus world and inspire generations to follow. Ella Harper, remembered in history as the Camel Girl, was born in 1870 with a rare orthopedic condition called genu recurvatum, which caused her knees to bend backward. This unusual physical trait made it easier for her to move on all fours, a characteristic that would later draw nationwide attention. In the early 1880s, young Ella entered the world of traveling curiosity shows. Under the management of showman W.H. Harris, she quickly became one of the most talked-about performers of her era. Crowds flocked to see the remarkable girl whose posture resembled that of a camel, and her image appeared on posters, tickets, and promotional cards across the country. Despite the fame and financial success, Ella longed for a different future. By 1886, she stepped away from the circus to focus on education and a more private life. Historical records suggest she eventually married and lived quietly, leaving behind a legacy both fascinating and mysterious. Fanny Mills, remembered as the big-footed woman, was born in Ohio in the 1850s and lived with Milroy disease, a rare congenital disorder that caused extreme swelling in her legs and feet. Her feet grew to extraordinary size, reaching nearly 50 centimeters long and 20 centimeters wide, features that drew intense public curiosity during the late 19th century. Instead of hiding from attention, Fanny used her condition to build a livelihood. She appeared in traveling curiosity shows, circus exhibitions, and dime museums, where audiences were fascinated by her unusual appearance. Her popularity grew quickly, allowing her to earn enough money to support both herself and her family. Fanny Mills passed away in 1899 at just 39 years old. Though the exact cause remains uncertain, complications from her lifelong lymphatic condition likely played a role. In the late 1800s, a chilling tale emerged from England, one that blended medical curiosity with Gothic tragedy. It spoke of Edward Mordrake, a young aristocrat said to possess a second face on the back of his head. According to legend, this silent twin could not eat or speak aloud, yet whispered to Edward in the night, filling his mind with torment he could never escape. Desperate for relief, Edward was believed to have sought out physicians, mystics, and spiritual healers, begging for the face to be removed. No remedy ever came. His suffering, the story claims, drove him into overwhelming despair, ending his life far too young. Though historians now consider the tale an urban legend with no verified records, the mystery endures. Edward Mordrake remains a haunting symbol of fear, fascination, and the thin line between myth and medical possibility. Annie Jones, known worldwide as the Bearded Lady, was born in 1865 in Virginia, USA. From infancy, she showed signs of hypertrichosis, a rare condition causing unusual hair growth. By age 5, her small beard drew public attention. Soon after, she was discovered by famed showman P.T. Barnum, who featured her in his American Museum in New York. Annie quickly became a star attraction, admired not just for her striking appearance, but for her elegance, intelligence, and dignity. Throughout her life, she challenged societal expectations and redefined beauty. Born in Wisconsin in 1858, Felix became known as one of the most extraordinary performers of America's early curiosity shows. As a child, he noticed something unusual. His skin stretched far beyond normal limits, almost like soft rubber. Even more astonishing, Felix could bend his arms and legs backward with ease, moving in ways that seemed to defy human anatomy. By the late 1800s, he took his remarkable abilities on tour, appearing in museums, traveling shows, and eventually with major circuses like the famous Ringling Brothers. Audiences were stunned, unsure whether they were witnessing a medical mystery or a natural superhuman. Today, historians believe Felix may have had Ehlers-Danlos syndrome, a condition affecting connective tissues. His legacy lives on as a performer who transformed a rare disorder into unforgettable public fascination. Born in Georgia in 1880, Cuckoo, often known as Minnie, lived with a rare condition later described as viral SE syndrome, a form of bird-headed dwarfism. The condition shaped her distinctive appearance, giving her a small head, a beak-like nose, and a recessed jaw. Yet Minnie transformed these challenges into a remarkable stage presence. With a bright voice and infectious personality, she quickly became a crowd favorite, drawing attention wherever she performed. Her bird-themed costumes, complete with feathers and a small plume-topped tiara, strengthened her stage identity as the Bird Girl. Minnie's acts featured playful, bird-like movements, dances, and gestures that audiences found unforgettable. She toured with circuses and sideshows across the country and later appeared in Todd Browning's 1932 film Freaks, securing her place in performance history. Chang and Eng Bunker, born on May 11, 1811, in Samut Songkhram, Thailand, then known as Siam, became the world's first widely recognized conjoined twins. Linked at the sternum with a shared section of liver, their unusual condition drew international curiosity. In 1829, they traveled to the United States, where they soon rose to fame as performers in traveling shows and exhibitions. Audiences were fascinated not only by their physical connection, but by their remarkable coordination. The twins demonstrated everyday activities, walking, working, even simple chores, to show how they had adapted to life as one inseparable pair. Despite never undergoing separation, Chang and Eng built full, independent lives. They married sisters, established homes, and fathered an extraordinary total of 21 children, setting a world record for conjoined twins. Their travels across America made them household names, and their earnings brought them considerable wealth. Today, their story remains a landmark chapter in medical history and human resilience. Born in 1838, Charles Stratton, later known worldwide as General Tom Thumb, stood just over 60 centimeters tall, yet his talent towered above expectations. Discovered at age 4 by showman P.T. Barnum, the young performer quickly became the shining star of Barnum's American Museum in New York. But Tom Thumb was far more than a curiosity. He sang, danced, acted, and flawlessly portrayed famous historical characters, turning each performance into a full spectacle. His abilities soon carried him across the Atlantic, where he met European royalty, including Queen Victoria, who admired his charm and confidence. By the mid-19th century, Tom Thumb's image appeared on souvenirs of every kind, making him a global celebrity. His remarkable career proved that true talent isn't measured in height, and he remains a pioneering figure in entertainment history. Pauline Musters, remembered as the smallest woman in recorded history, was born in the Netherlands in 1876. Reaching a height of just 58 centimeters, she quickly drew worldwide attention. In an era fascinated by human curiosities, Pauline's tiny stature made her a celebrated attraction on international stages. Despite her size, she displayed remarkable confidence and charm, captivating audiences in variety and exhibition shows across Europe and America. Her lively personality made her more than a spectacle. She became a beloved performer admired by thousands. Pauline transformed her physical uniqueness into a remarkable career, leaving a lasting mark on the world of curiosity shows. Her life, however, was tragically short. She passed away in 1895 at only 19 years old. Born in 1901, Schlitzy became one of the most recognizable sideshow performers of the early 20th century. Living with microcephaly, he faced many challenges, yet his bright energy and joyful personality made him unforgettable. Audiences were drawn to his laughter, his excitement, and his eagerness to entertain. Touring with circuses and traveling shows, Schlitzy became a beloved figure wherever he went. His fame grew even more after appearing in the 1932 film Freaks, where he shared his true spirit with the world. Schlitzy's life remains a reminder of humanity, compassion, and the power of embracing differences. Pascal Pinion, often advertised as the two-headed Mexican, became a striking figure in early 20th century sideshows. Originally a humble railroad worker, he was discovered after a large growth on his head drew the interest of traveling show promoters. To heighten the spectacle, performers crafted a false second face, painted carefully to mimic eyes, a nose, and a mouth. Though the display was exploitative, Pinion used the opportunity to earn enough to support his family. Touring across North America, he became a symbol of both public curiosity and human resilience. Today, his story remains a poignant reminder of circus history's harsh realities. Born in 1871 in British Guiana, Prince Randian entered the world facing challenges few could imagine. Born without arms or legs, he refused to let his condition define his destiny. Through remarkable determination, he developed extraordinary control of his torso, neck, and jaw, skills that stunned everyone who saw him perform. Randian became known for feats many thought impossible, rolling and lighting cigarettes, writing, and even crafting objects using only his mouth. By the late 1800s, he was a celebrated attraction in traveling shows, eventually joining Barnum and Bailey Circus. Sliding across the stage with serpent-like grace, he captivated audiences across America. More than a performer, Prince Randian became a symbol of strength and unbreakable spirit. His life remains a powerful reminder that resilience can turn even the greatest obstacles into unforgettable achievements.